Your headlights are not ruined. They're not old. They're not done. And if someone has quoted you $200 to restore them or tried to sell you a brand new set for $400, I want you to close that tab right now and watch this first. Because what I am about to show you costs $17, takes 30 minutes, and produces a result that lasts longer than anything that Auto Parts Store Kit ever gave you. Stick with me through this entire video because at the end, I'm going to walk you through two methods. One for lenses that are moderately cloudy, and one for lenses that are so far gone, they look like someone spray painted them white. And I am going to tell you exactly why every kit you have tried before stopped working within 6 months. That answer alone is worth the next 7 minutes. Let us go. Here is the thing that nobody explains at the counter when you buy one of those kits. Your headlights are not dirty. They are not just scratched. What is happening to the plastic on a molecular level is something specific, and once you understand it, you will immediately see why the product they sold you was always going to fail. Modern headlight lenses are made from polycarbonate, lightweight, shatter-resistant, optically clear plastic that replaced glass in automotive lighting starting in the 1980s. Polycarbonate is remarkable in almost every way, except one. Ultraviolet radiation destroys it. Car manufacturers knew this from day one, which is why every headlight lens ships from the factory with a thin UV blocking hardcoat baked onto the outer surface. That hardcoat is doing all the protective work. As long as it stays intact, the polycarbonate underneath stays perfectly clear. But years of direct sun exposure crack that hardcoat microscopically, peel it away, and the moment UV light reaches the bare polycarbonate underneath, oxidation starts. That yellow, foggy, frosted glass look you're staring at right now is not surface. Grime. It is the top layer of the plastic itself breaking down at a molecular level. It is baked into the lens, and no amount of wiping or scrubbing alone is going to touch it. Here is where every standard kit goes wrong. The sanding step, the part where you wet sand with progressively finer grit, actually works. It is removing the destroyed hard coat and the oxidized polycarbonate beneath it and giving you back optically clear plastic. That part is legitimate. But then the kit hands you a spray on UV sealant that costs pennies to manufacture, sits in a thin, uneven layer on the surface, and begins breaking down again within 3 to 6 months. You are not buying a solution. You are buying a cycle. Sand, seal, yellow, repeat. The kit works by design, just not in the way you think. So here is what actually breaks that cycle. And this first one is going to surprise you because you have almost certainly never heard of this brand in the context of headlights. Cerakote, $17 on Amazon. 65,000 reviews at 4.6 stars. If you know Cerakote at all, you know them as an industrial firearms coating company. They have spent decades applying ceramic coatings to metal surfaces for military contracts and law enforcement equipment. Hard, chemically bonded, heat-resistant, UV-resistant ceramic layers on metal. What they did with their headlight kit is take that same ceramic chemistry and adapt it for polycarbonate. And the difference between a chemically bonded ceramic layer and the spray sealant in a standard kit is not a small difference. It is the entire difference. A conventional sealant sits on top of the surface the way a coat of wax sits on paint. It evaporates, it washes, it degrades. A ceramic coating bonds to the molecular structure of the polycarbonate itself. It does not wash away, it does not peel. It does not run the same UV degradation cycle because it is not a film sitting on the surface. It is part of the surface. Cerakote backs this with a limited lifetime warranty. If your headlight's yellow again while you own the vehicle, they send you another kit for free. That warranty exists because they know the chemistry holds. The process requires 0 tools and takes about 30 minutes per car. The first wipe removes the surface oxidation layer. A prep pad removes the deeper degraded polycarbonate beneath. The second wipe applies the ceramic coating. That is it. No drill, no sanding disc, no power tools, no mess. For lenses that are lightly to moderately clouded, the kind that have gone yellow but still have visible structure, this is genuinely the only product you need. $17. Done once, done right. Now, for the lenses that are in rough shape, the ones that have been through 3 or 4 kit cycles and are hazy, scratched, uneven, seriously oxidized, this is where the second method comes in, and this is the one the detailing world knows about, and the consumer kit market has never once told you. It is called 2K aerosol clear coat. 2-component automotive clear coat in a spray can, the exact same chemistry a body shop uses to finish a fresh paint job. Available at automotive paint suppliers, some hardware stores, and Amazon for between $18 and $25 a can. The reason it has never appeared in the standard headlight restoration conversation is that it lives in the paint and body supply aisle, not the car care aisle, and the people who know about it are professional detailers, not marketing departments. Here is what makes it categorically different from anything in a kit. A standard sealant is single component. It dries by evaporation, and the film it leaves behind is soft, porous, and temporary. A 2K clear coat is two component. There's a separate activator sealed inside the bottom of the can that you release before use, triggering a chemical reaction that cross-links the coating as it cures into a hard, dense, UV-resistant film that is structurally identical to factory automotive clear coat, the same stuff protecting your car's paint. That cross-linked structure does not degrade in 6 months. In real-world conditions, properly applied 2K clear coat on headlight lenses lasts 2 to 4 years. People who have tried both methods report this consistently across detailing forums and automotive communities. Nothing in the consumer kit market comes close to the durability of a 2K finish. And when you think about what it actually is, factory-grade protective coating for polycarbonate, it makes complete sense. Here is exactly how to do it. Wet sand the lens, starting with 800 grit sandpaper, keeping the surface continuously wet. Work in overlapping passes until the entire lens surface is uniformly hazy. You are removing the old degraded hardcoat and oxidized polycarbonate layer completely. Move to 1500 grit and repeat. Finish with 2000 grit. At this point, the lens will look worse than when you started, completely opaque and scratched. And that is exactly right. You have just given the clear coat a perfectly clean, perfectly keyed surface to bond to. Wipe the lens down with isopropyl alcohol on a clean microfiber cloth and let it dry completely. Tape off the surrounding paint, trim, and body panels carefully. Automotive clear coat overspray on your paint is a problem that costs more to fix than the headlights did. Press the activator button on the bottom of the can, shake hard for 2 full minutes, and apply the first thin coat from about 12 inches, moving steadily and evenly across the surface. Wait 8 to 10 minutes. Apply the second coat the same way. Leave it completely alone for at least an hour before any moisture exposure. When it cures, you are looking at a lens that is optically clear, UV protected at the factory level, and chemically bonded to the polycarbonate the same way the original manufacturer coating was, 2 to 4 years before you need to think about it. Again, one honest thing before you go, because it always belongs here. Neither of these methods works on lenses with internal fogging. If the haziness is coming from inside the housing, from a failed seal that let moisture in, no surface treatment in the world touches it because the problem is not on the surface. Here is a 10-second test that tells you immediately which situation you're dealing with. Wet the outside of the lens with water and look at it. If it clears up and looks better wet, the damage is on the outer surface, and both methods will work perfectly. If it stays hazy or gets worse wet, the fogging is internal and the housing needs replacing. Run that test before you buy anything. It takes 10 seconds and saves you $20 in 30 minutes. For everything else, every UV destroyed, oxidized, kit-cycled, yellowed polycarbonate lens on every car sitting in every driveway right now, $17 of industrial ceramic chemistry or $20 of body shop clear coat solves permanently what 6 months of kit cycling never could. The sanding step was never the problem. The protection step was always the problem. And now you know exactly what to put there instead. Share this with someone who has been buying the same kit from the same store shelf every single year and wondering why their headlights keep going yellow. The store was never going to tell them this. That is what this channel is for. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.